Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Justin Betty. Nearly everyone who has ever visited the Northwoods is familiar with the hodag, but only some know of another mythical creature lurking in a town just to the east of Rhinelander. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains.
Off of Highway 8 in Monaco, a unique monster sits behind a fence, and if it weren't for a few friends,
here's the head. Yeah, there's the head.
The Rhinopolis might have been gone forever. The origin story of this green monster dates back to the 1940s, when local man Guy Daly saw a huge twisted white pine. He thought the oddity could draw more people to his Monaco business, the Lake Venus Tavern. The name Rhinopolis eventually stuck because people disagreed on whether it resembled a rhinoceros, elephant, or octopus.
Well, the origin, it was at a tavern, Lake Venus Tavern, that used to be there, and Guy Daly had brought this out of the woods, brought it over to his establishment there, and they had set it up under a roof, and it became an icon here.
This iconic monster sat at the Lake Venus Tavern for decades throughout different owners. But in the early 2000s, the owner contacted Bob Walkowski, saying if he didn't take the Rhinopolis into his own hands, it could be gone forever.
The thing had to be moved or they were going to cut it up.
Walkowski contacted Robert Briggs, and they worked together to move the statue.
When I called Robert, he was there almost in a heartbeat with his excavator and dump truck, and we just basically he plucked it out of its where it was sitting, put it in his truck, and he took it out to his property there.
The friends decided the Monaco Town Park would be a perfect place for the Rhinopolis to be admired. They say since Rhinopolis preys on hodags, they needed to tame it and protect it. A fence and shelter were built, all from community donations. Now everybody can enjoy looking at it and learning about it.
Who knows what would have happened to it? And it's just a piece of Monaco history that would have been totally lost had we not saved it.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Monaco, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Outside, Jeff, the weekend is here and it's gearing up to be a great one.
Yeah, and the sun has set, the clouds have rolled in, a warm front's approaching the area now. We have temperatures up near 60 tomorrow. Right now, though, we're at 47 in Rhinelander, 45 for Tomahawk. But to the west, though, 50s and 60s off that way. That's the air moving our way tomorrow, also for Sunday and for Monday, before we get some big changes in here later on next week. But right now, look at all the heat across the west. 70s across the plains today. As you know, that's not normal, but part of that is moving this way, and once it gets here, it's going to stick around for a couple days as well, because high pressure is building in. But we have one issue first. There's a little warm front right there. You see it? That is moving our way for tonight. It's increasing the clouds out there now, mixing the air up currently. You might see a sprinkle out of this, most likely not. Most of us will stay dry tonight. That's going to push through this evening, and then we are in the clear for tomorrow and for Sunday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies, maybe a sprinkle with low temperatures down near 40. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thank you, Jeff. America's unemployment rate is now the lowest it's been in about a year and a half. Today, the Labor Department reported the unemployment rate for October fell to 4.6%, the lowest since May of last year. U.S. employers added about 530,000 jobs last month, far above analyst predictions. Some of the industries hit hardest during the pandemic. Leisure and hospitality, transportation, manufacturing were among those with the strongest rebounds this past month. Meanwhile, in Washington, Democrats continue to work towards some form of agreement on their two big spending bills. Susan McGinnis has the latest.
Despite last-minute arm twisting and pleading from President Biden,
let's build an incredible economic progress.
House Democrats still struggling to unite behind his agenda, hamstringing votes widely expected today on two bills. First, a $1.2 trillion plan to improve the nation's infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and broadband, and a $1.75 trillion Build Back Better plan funding new social programs, including 4 weeks of paid family leave, universal pre-K, and battling climate change. Impassioned arguments from both sides.
This is a sad day for America.
I see a sense of great future for America.
Holding up the vote, a small group of moderate Democrats asking for a more complete budget analysis, concerned about how the programs will be paid for.
We have a diverse set of points of view in the Democratic caucus. We celebrate that. That's a good thing, but it also sometimes makes threading a needle like this one a little more difficult.
While the infrastructure bill has bipartisan support and has already passed the Senate, the larger social spending bill has only Democratic support. Republicans arguing voters sent a clear message this week with key losses for Democrats on Election Day that Americans don't want these high levels of spending.
If they go forward with this, they are misreading what the voters said in Tuesday's election.
They argue a $3 trillion agenda would fuel inflation and bust the budget. But for Democrats, taking more time to get it right is worth it. While the infrastructure plan has support from both parties, the larger Build Back Better plan faces tough obstacles in the Senate going forward. In Washington, Susan McGinnis, NBC News.
Well, what a weekend it could be for the Leona-Wabeno Rebels. Their volleyball team defeated Monticello earlier today. They'll play for a state title tomorrow. And now the football team has a chance to do the same. Newswatch 12's Griffin Stroyan joins us live in Medford as the Rebels get ready for their matchup against Luck. Griffin.
Yeah, Justin, I mean, could you imagine two small towns with a population of about 1,500 could be potentially playing for two state titles? But let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, because this Leona-Wabeno team has to go against a very good Cardinals team. Luck is 9-1 on the year. Their only loss was against Prairie Farm. Hey, but this Rebels team is also incredibly good. They haven't lost a game all year long, a perfect 10-0. Leading the team is their quarterback, Connor Taylor, and running back, Braden Brower. The two have combined to rush for about 1,500 yards on the season, but they will have to stop the Cardinals' leading rusher, Wyatt Jensen. He's got over 2,000 yards on the season. A lot is on the line, and I am expecting a great game here tonight. The winner will advance to the state title game in 8-man football. That will be taking place next weekend in Wisconsin Rapids. Now, also, this towns of Leona and Wabeno, they are proud of their football team. People have been out here tailgating since 4:30 p.m. They came straight from Green Bay, some of them straight from the volleyball match. I mean, they cannot believe how excited and the energy that's here in Medford right now. But hey, reporting live, I'm Griffin Stroyan, Newswatch 12.
It's a long day for some of those fans, but a fun day. Thank you, Griffin. As the pandemic continues to drag on, supply chain issues have affected a number of industries across the globe. But will they impact Thanksgiving? Well, more on that in a few minutes. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. Next on Newswatch 12 at 6.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elco.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale and get the best for free. Through Saturday, get free installation on our best-selling carpet, free estimates, and interest-free financing. That's right, free carpet installation, free estimates, and interest-free financing. Only at Carpet City Flooring Center. Come see why contractors and designers choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs. And get the best for free with free carpet installation through Saturday.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio has designed beautiful and functional kitchens and baths in the Northwoods. When helping plan your dream kitchen or bath with in-home consultation available, they provide 3D drawings of your spaces to bring your visions to life. Owner and designer Sarah has over 25 years of experience, overseen 500+ projects, and built strong relationships with local contractors providing superior installation. Whether it's a new home or a remodel, Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio in Eagle River looks forward to making your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
Marshfield Children's providers are experts in the care of rock stars, astronauts, inventors, and reinventors, acrobats, award-winning chefs, and social media stars. Kids are exceptional. We provide kid-worthy care for every kind of kid. Marshfield Children's.
I have worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
You can safely put away your puffy coat for the weekend, probably Monday as well, but don't put it too far away because colder air is in the forecast. In fact, next week today, I'll probably be standing here with temperatures back in the 30s to maybe low 40s back in the area then. But right now, though, not so much. It's 50 in Point, 46 in Eagle River, and look to the west, 70s out there today. No 70s for us, but 60 is within reach tomorrow and also for Sunday and maybe for Monday for a few of you as well. So the warmest air will get close to us tomorrow with highs upper 50s across the area. It'll kind of sit over us on Saturday and the Sunday and then also into Monday. But look at this. This is the blue. That's the cold stuff, right? It's heavy. It's dense. It typically wins the fight this time of year. And that is moving our direction most likely for Wednesday into Thursday. It'll really drop temperatures this time next week. And then next weekend looks pretty darn cold around here as a new surge of colder air is on the way. This could hold high temperatures then in the 30s. But for now, here we go. Tomorrow near 60, also for Sunday and for Monday. A bit cooler for Tuesday into Wednesday, 40s. Back in the forecast Thursday and Friday. So overall, a warm trend followed by a cooling off trend toward the end of next week. Looking outside now here in Wausau, the clouds have rolled back in. The traffic is moving. The pavement is dry. We are in good shape tonight. Over here in Mackinac, the Mackinac Bridge, the sun is set. Of course, they're an hour ahead of us. But the traffic moving there all day today as well. And they are getting some clouds too as a warm front is in the area now. Now, the radar sees some stuff in the atmosphere here. It's not going to rain tonight, although you may see a sprinkle or two this evening. That's courtesy of a warm front to the west of us right now. That is right there. You see it? It's warmer air moving over the colder air at the surface. Creates a little bit of instability, and you could get a sprinkle out of that. Not a big deal at all. The bigger picture, though, is the high pressure there, high pressure there. Good weather for the weekend into Monday and Tuesday before a shift in the pattern now looking more and more likely later next week could bring down some colder air next weekend, and there is maybe a little bit of snow finally back in the forecast, right? As this storm track kind of shifts to our north, it tends to dislodge colder air, and if we get under that next week, we could get some rain and snow around here by the end of the week. Our forecast tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies, a couple of sprinkles out there with low temperatures or not so low temperatures down near 40 and a southwest breeze around 10. For tomorrow, it's Saturday, lots of clouds early, followed by some sunshine through the afternoon. Highs near 57, but it's going to be a bit breezy tomorrow. That'll feel a bit cooler. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows our dry stretch continues tomorrow. We could do 60 on Sunday, also on Monday, then a bit cooler Tuesday and Wednesday, and clouding over next week Wednesday. That's a cold front that's going to change our lives next week on Thursday and Friday with temperatures back in the 40s, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. We're now less than 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving. While you head to the grocery store, prepare for the holiday feast. Food distributors say, don't worry about finding a turkey. Buying the birds in excess is what could cause a problem. Food service representatives encourage customers to just buy what you need, and it's not necessary to stock up.
What causes the confusion when you see empty shelves is when everybody goes in and without notice and buys, that special ribeye or that special ham or special turkey for the holidays.
Grocery store workers have been working extra hard to make sure they are stocked, going the extra mile to make sure they have a steady supply of turkeys.
Everybody's struggling for help, but they're doing amazing jobs filling our orders. And, even when they're shorted, they work weekends and stuff to get our, worked a couple of extra weekends, which everybody has to do during the holidays this time because it's crunch time. But, there's plenty of supply out there.
Local butchers recommend calling in advance if you want a fresh bird, but say frozen turkeys should not be a problem. They are in adequate supply right now. Now that November is here, most people in the Northwoods have pulled their boats out of the water. And if you have your own dock, there is some work you should do with that too. We'll explain after the break.
Brought to you by Lockview Desert Health Center, Eagle River, and Waters Meat.
With Cellcom, new and existing customers get the same great deals, both fair and clear. What's not clear is how to navigate a roundabout.
Wait for it. Now? I'm going now. I'm trying.
Okay, breathe and go.
We're in.
Navigating roundabouts? Unclear. Getting the same great deals whether you're a new or existing customer? Crystal clear. Cellcom. Clarity in a cloudy world.
Now how do we get out?
I'm getting dizzy.
It's time to get holiday ready with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Or with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you get holiday ready. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 60 and 500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
When our parents get older, sometimes they need a little care.
Can you believe that?
Find care for all you love. Get senior care help now. Care.com.
If you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, make Argonne Lumber your first stop. High-quality materials, personalized service, expert staff, and delivery are just some of the things Argonne Lumber is known for. Stop in and smell the lumber at Argonne Lumber, 2 locations in Argonne and Rhinelander.
Save on your next appliance upgrade with 11% off everything right now at Menards. Upgrade your home with top appliance brands including Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Criterion. We have the largest in-stock appliance selection to take home today at the lowest prices. Upgrade to new energy-efficient appliances and save with 11% off all of them. Start your next project and get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Now that the calendar has turned to November, many people have started gearing up for winter. But before it gets too cold, Dock and Pier experts want to remind everyone it's important to bring in your dock. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski explains.
We sell in Wisconsin and then all over the U.S. and into Canada. We even have some in Alaska, including North Pole, Alaska.
Pier of the North officials say that with temperatures falling, this necessitates bringing in lakeside piers.
So you want to take it out so there's no ice damage. You want to do it before it gets too icy. You don't want to slip and fall. If you do have a permanent pier, you want to make sure to do any maintenance before it gets too cold so that it's ready for winter.
The difference in Pier of the North's product is the convenience to those installing and taking out.
Our installer, Dean, is going to actually be removing this pier over here. So you'll see that he is going to be taking off the accessories and then taking off the panels and then taking off the, removing the pier section by section.
Their product also keeps the one doing the work dry.
You'll notice that he doesn't have to get in the water to do it. And then it also stacks nicely on the shore. Each frame stacks one on top of the other so that you don't have to take up a lot of shore space.
Medlin says by using the St. Germain product, a person can feel assured year in and year out that the product is built Wisconsin strong.
You're supporting a local company when you buy from us because we do make everything right in St. Germain.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in the Northwoods, I'm Kyle Pozorski.
We'll be right back with one final look at your forecast after the break. But first, Newswatch 12's Chris Baranek is this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay, I got a question for you. What is a pirate's favorite fish? Yar, it'd be a swordfish. You know what? I'll just stop here and move on with this week's Big Old Fish. Now, before we start this week's Big Old Fish, I just thought I'd share a picture of myself with a big old fish from, well, I'll just say decades ago. I was a young boy on the right there in the photo, and that was a 10-pound, 34-inch northern that I caught and won a fishing tournament with. Way to go, Chris. That's one big old fish. Anyway, moving on with this week's Big Old Fish, we start off with Brad Noir from Riverside, Illinois. Now, back in July of this year, he was fishing on Lake Tomahawk with night crawlers, and shortly after lunch, he caught and released this rock bass. Brad says it might not necessarily be a big old fish, but it was still a fun one to catch, as it had been quite a while since he had hooked his last one. I'll tell you what, Bradley, you just keep at it and keep on reeling them in. All right, next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Chad Rosinski from Conover. Now, he was fishing a tournament with his wife, Cheryl, and he heard a loud splash behind the boat, so he decided to take a cast back in its direction. And then he had the fish follow his bait to the boat. He did about a half of a turn in a figure eight, and the fish smashed the lure. He went ahead and set the hook, and his wife had the net ready immediately, and they bagged this 46.25-inch monster. Not only that, they won the tournament that they were in, which was the first tournament that they have entered together. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Husband and wife team winning a fishing tournament with a big old fish. Heck yeah, keep on reeling them in, Chad. And finally, in this week's Big Old Fish, we have Dan Berryman from Eagle River. Now, Dan was on a fishing outing for the Wounded Warriors with Muskie Bob Jacobs when he got this beautiful fish. And he was also lucky enough to catch the largest muskie caught over the 2 days that they were fishing together. First off, thank you, Dan, for your service, and way to go. That is one big old fish. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling taxidermy fish mount is on our website, wjfw.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Black Friday's 7 days of deals is only at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get Black Friday doorbuster deals every day and save up to 54% off. Plus no interest financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Ah, the joys of online ordering. You never have to leave the comforts of your home.
Right? And our go-to is Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Really?
You betcha. Got this bag delivered yesterday.
Oh, and they're sporting goods.
Awesome.
They've got all that?
When I need workwear, I know where I'm headed.
They've got kitchen gadgets,
Hunting gear,
canning
cookware,
supplies,
tools,
decor, pet toys,
lanterns.
Wow, I can't believe they have all that. It's all here at farmandfleet.com. Just a convenient click away.
toys.
Find quality products
All online.
At farmandfleet.com.
Well said.
Why choose People's State Bank? Our digital tools make banking easy. Manage all your bills and payments with our online bill pay. Simple person-to-person payment, compatible with all major digital wallets. Misplace your debit card? Simply turn it off and on with the touch of a button. Put People's digital tools to work for you. Learn more at bankpeoples.com.
On Dateline's Friday premiere, a murder mystery begins with a blow of an axe.
It was just a blur after that.
Inside a house of horrors.
You barely hear of cases like this.
An all-new Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
With musical guest, Ed Sheeran. And your host, Kieran Culkin.
It's time to get holiday ready with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Or with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. And come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you get holiday ready. Get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 60 and 500 retail bonus cash, plus complimentary maintenance when you sign up for Ford Pass Rewards. See your Ford dealer today.
Black Friday's 7 days of deals is only at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get Black Friday doorbuster deals every day and save up to 54% off. Plus no interest financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Boulder Cremation and Funeral Services of Woodruff, serving families from all walks of life. Cremation, funerals, pre-planning, monuments, veteran services.
All right, temperatures are hanging out in the 40s and 50s out there now. We'll have lows down near 40 tonight. Lots of heat to the west. That is moving in our direction beginning tomorrow. We have temperatures close to 60 beginning tomorrow, really, through Monday. There could be a sprinkle tonight. Most of us will stay dry. But look at this 7-day. This is not normal for November. When this turns, we're going to pay for it. But still, for right now, we're looking pretty darn good through the weekend and early parts next week.
By the time snow gets here, there'll be people who will be looking forward to snow. We you'll be mentally prepared for that. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on News Watch 12 at 6. Remember to see us back here tonight at 10 for more news, plus the Friday Night Blitz.